The first question is from Mr. Javed Layak, a senior journalist, and he has asked, Your Holiness, that India has always welcomed persecuted refugees from all over the world. Shouldn't we also welcome Rohingya refugees?
In Burma, I think about 10 years, many years ago, the first this event happened. And then the Time magazine with one Buddhist monk's picture then described Buddhist terrorist. I feel very sad. Then at that time, I expressed a Buddhist monk should visualize each Muslim's shoulder Buddha. I'm quite sure at that situation, Buddha come, 100% sure, protect those Muslims. I expressed that. So sometimes such things happen. So mainly, and then later, I also usually mentioned Aung San Suu Kyi, but she feel very difficult position. Some military leader, some connection. So she mentioned like that. So political sort of situation. So now, this kind of meeting, promotion of religious harmony, it is very, I think, very relevant to today's world, including like Kasachoti, or Bangladesh, or Burma. And also some time back in Sri Lanka, Tamil, Indian, and Buddhist, some problems. Basically, the religious group, not adequate sort of close relations. Then sometimes local politicians create some problem, I feel. Next question.
Thank you, Your Holiness. The next question from a political one, we go to a spiritual one. The questioner is Shamli, I believe, if you could stand up. As he says that, she says that she's grateful for your teachings, Your Holiness, and can you please elaborate how to cultivate inner peace? And Shamli is right in front of you.
Generally, as I already mentioned, believe God, infinite love. We are children of that kind of Father. That also very, if you seriously think, very helpful. Then, non-theistic religion, like Jainism and Buddhism, very much emphasis on practice of karuna. And because self-centered, selfish is the key factor. Most of the negative emotion. And then plus on that, the concept we believe existence as appears. This quantum physics is also very helpful the Buddhist concept, the shunyata, patit samubandha, not independently exist. Nothing exists as appears. Actually, nothing exists by itself, but designated. And quantum physics also is similar. So these are the Pranja site. We practice that to reduce destructive emotion. All the destructive emotion very much based on appearances. So nothing exists as appears. And then, you see, it reduces the kasa, grasping. And then, other hand, Ubaya side, practice of bodhicitta, practice of altruism. So these two practice is the key factor to reduce destructive emotion. Then basically, all the destructive emotion based on ignorance. So no proper base. The positive emotion, such as karuna, proper base, reason. So we can, through practice, we can increase kasa infinitely. The destructive emotion, for a short period, very powerful, but long run, no proper basis. So, basically very weak. Like that. Next question?
Yes. We will revert, I think, to another political question, Your Holiness. May I ask Mahmoud or Rashid to please stand up? Yes, he's over there, Your Holiness. A dialogue among religious communities is good. But how do you think a dialogue is possible, or is a dialogue possible, between a state which can be patently oppressive and a people continuously who are oppressed? Can there be such a dialogue?
You should ask a politician. I retired politics. Next question.
All right. May I ask Malika to stand up, please? She's asking. Says, with the coming of modernization, we are all adapting and moving towards a westernized culture. How do you think we can sustain our religious practices despite all this? Our ancient practices despite all this?
Kharsa.
Oh, sorry. With the coming of modernization, we are adapting and moving towards westernization. How do you think, Your Holiness, we can sustain our ancient practices despite this?
Modernization is only material thing, external thing. Actually, I have sort of strong view. Existing so-called modern education is actually oriented about material value. So frankly speaking, the modern education started from West. The Western world, say only God, faith, no reasoning. In India, over 3,000 years, shamatha, vipassana, thinking. So the concept of ahimsa, karuna develop here. These are training of mind. So just I sort of mentioned, we need education from kindergarten level, the hygiene of physical, similarly hygiene of emotion, very important. the hygiene of emotion, the material, the Western education, nothing. Indian 1,000-year-old the education about mind, about emotion, that's very relevant. So India should combine modern education and ancient Indian knowledge about how to bring peace of mind. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next question, Your Holiness, is from Usha Mujo Munshi. Will you please stand up? Yes. And she asks, how can we build strong bridges across communities to foster spirit of oneness?
Harsa, I think firstly, Easterner, Westerner, Northerner, Southerner can marry and can produce nice children. So that shows sameness of human being. Okay.
All right. There's another question, Your Holiness, from Sayyid Salman Chishti. Can you stand up? Thank you. Sufi mystic saints have always practiced and participated actively in building bridges among diverse societies. His Holiness's words on Islamic spirituality and the part of building bridges. He would like, I think, a few words on how to build bridges between religions.
Karsa, I already mentioned practice of love, compassion. As I mentioned earlier, when I heard that mullah at Imam Turdu is a Muslim, should extend love towards entire creature of Allah. Wonderful. Different terminology, but the same meaning. Wonderful. I think no major religious tradition is encouraged to kill. No, never. I think we too much destructive emotion, then use name of religion. Actually, this problem, killing, not due to religion, but political or economic reasons. Then they use the name of religion. When people, you see, talk about religion, it is related with emotion. So, very serious. An emotional level, no room of reasoning. Like that. Okay.
Yes. The next question is from Kachu Isfandiar Khan Sahab, who is standing before you, sir. And the question he asks is a very short one. What is the true state of nirvana?
Kasa. That's complicated. Nirvana, actually, state of our mind completely purify through deeper understanding of the reality. So all ignorance, not a part of nature of mind, but kasoda, luburwa, chumon luburwa.
These defilements, ignorance, and so forth are just adventitious, but temporary.
So therefore, can separate. So through practice, here now, just a mere understanding is not sufficient. In Buddhist literature, I think Indian literature, it mentioned learning 3 levels. Firstly, understanding or learning through hearing or reading, then you yourself think seriously. Then you get the second level of understanding or knowledge through reasoning. That eventually bring deeper experience and constant think. Then some experience develop and some knowledge through experience, that third level. That really affect our emotion. Just mere knowledge, not much effect. And the second level also is limited. The third level, Tujung, Samjung, Gumjung, sati.
So understandings drawn through study or listening to teachings, and then understanding drawn or developed through reflection, and then understanding drawn through that of meditation.
No.
Your Holiness, I apologize for being late.
This is okay, no problem, no problem. Right from the beginning, I mentioned I love informal. So you practice that.
Plead guilty. Salam alaikum.
Welcome, Hamid
I think-
Ansari Sahib.
One tea for him. Tea, together.
The next question, Your Holiness, is from Kesa Jigme. If you could please stand up. Yes. How can Tibetan Muslims contribute to religious harmony within the Tibetan community?
오, 찍버려. 다들 미 찍버려. 내 되게 sad. 아니, 배배낭 차샤네. 가시냠니 중에 여래. 니자 중말에 배제다로 야라가시 신여래. 아니, 맞게서 사절 차샤나. 아니. As a religion is not connected with racist way.
No.
So you see, being as a Tibetan, religiously Muslim, okay, no problem. As I mentioned earlier, in Lhasa, I think at least a few centuries, some Muslim there. Then my own birthplace area, Kumbum, Siling, many Muslims. A Tibetan, at the same time, Muslim, no problem. It seems, you see, some Ladakhi Muslim, some showing interest about Buddhism. So, all right, no problem. Okay.
Next question, Your Holiness, comes from a teacher and educator as Madi Shah. Is it? All right, there he is. And he says, being an atheist, your teaching has been always tolerant and true to my life as a good human being. Can you please explain how to cultivate the value of love and compassion in school education?
Karsa. As I mentioned earlier, you see, everybody takes care about our health and friendship. we are a social animal. Friendship, very important. Friendship, very much based on trust. Friendship on money, on fame, or power, temporary. Friendship, really trust on human level. In order to develop trust, you should show sincere sense of concern of their well-being. Then trust comes. Even animal, when we truly show our affection to dogs, to other animals, they appreciate. They don't care whether rich or poor. So therefore, the genuine sort of friendship very much based on warm-heartedness. So taking care more about others' well-being, actually the best way to take care of yourself. Since many years, I use the word, we are as a sort of, or say the living being, taking care oneself. So some kind of selfish there. Now we, without that sort of selfish feeling, we can't survive. Through evolution, through that way. Then we should be wise selfish rather than foolish selfish. Just think yourself. Actually, you see, because of the foolish way. Know your friend, trust a friend. Then finally, you are loser. Take care about other. Then you get friend, genuine friendship. Just for your own interest. So we should be wise selfish rather than foolish selfish. Okay.
The next question is from Syed Maharul Hassan. And he asks, I think it's to be preceded by what is the solution for the fountain of peace and harmony in the world, and particularly among Shia and Sunnis, with a focus on Saudi Arabia and Iran? Excuse me, can you please sit down? Let His Holiness answer the question. No.
He has been to Bhopal, and I requested him that you are the peace envoy. So let Bhopal be declared as a city of peace in front of CM and Governor of Bhopal. Do you remember? And I have a photograph. Thank you very much. So please.
Now, I think the global level and Middle East, or say, Shia countries and Sunni countries, I think mainly political reason. Then, as I mentioned earlier, politicians use name of religion. When people use the religion, word of religion, it is related with emotion. So now, people, at the recent, or say the event or the situation, now, because of Iran, some people consider some dangerous place. I don't think. Democratic country, and follow Shia. And then some people deliberately create some sort of, I think, wrong impression. Then Bin Laden and many of his followers come from Sunni side, not Shia. Isn't it? Oh. So therefore, in practical level, and in reality, you see, the individual is who, what's the emphasis, what's the destructive actions. As I mentioned earlier, there's some Buddhists in Burma. As I mentioned earlier, you see, describe Buddhist terrorists. One day, some people may describe me as a Buddhist terrorist. So, you see, these are just nonsense. So you can't say Shia as a whole, Iran as a whole, some dangerous nation. Totally wrong. Among the people, some mischievous people there, but whole sort of community, whole nation. In ancient time, some time back, I met one former foreign minister of Tajikistan and two professors I met. So they mentioned in ancient times some special connection with Tibet and Tajikistan and this area. Like that. They usually call, they told me, they call Tibet Tupot. So ancient time, all this, and Iran, I think up to Iran, I think some connection, whole the Central Asia. Next question? Finished, no?
Thank you. Sorry. And the last question, ladies and gentlemen, Your Holiness, is meditation. Oh, by the way, it's by Kausar. If Kausar could stand up, please. Oh, there she is. Meditation is a time-tested technique to get inner peace, but people associate it with some particular religion. How can we make people understand the universality of meditation?
Oh, I see. Perhaps, firstly, according Nalendra sort of psychology, the five senses of organs, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, so on. And then sixth mind, chit. So all emotion related with sixth mind. Sixth mind, during dreaming, sixth mind still there. Five sense of organs no longer there. So therefore, training about sixth mind. Firstly, make distinction, sensorial level consciousness and mental level consciousness. Then important is mental level consciousness, because all these destructive emotion part of sixth mind. So then, sixth mind generally, I think, combined with sensorial, seeing something nice, and then attachment come, or seeing something negative and frustration. So these sensorial, you see, Kasoda, something like the ka,
These sensorial perceptions are like door to the sixth consciousness, which bring the information.
So real training of mind means sixth mind, not sensorial. So sixth mind, like another sort of questioner mentioned about altruism and a deeper understanding about reality. That's the sixth level mind. So that training and the sixth mind, then all sensorial sort of consciousness, then you see, easily can control. Not much effect. So now training of sixth mind, single-pointed mind, that we call shamatha, single-pointed mind. Then on that basis, further investigate. That's vipassana, analytical meditation. So like that. So all these depend on your effort and with fuller knowledge about the whole system of mind, whole system of emotion. Okay?